Alright. Let's get this shit started. It is 8:07. I'm a bit late, my bad. But hey, we're roughly on time. Roughly on time. Yeah, that's about all I gotta say about that. Alright, anyways. So, welcome back. It's Sunday. It is April 6th. I think it's April 6th. And as always, I'm way too lazy to do introductions, so we are going to get started looking at another replay for the week. The first one we're going to be taking a look at is by Formerly. If I recall, we watched Formerly 2 weeks ago, maybe? Something like that, so... Maybe not. No, I think we did. No, I definitely remember, because we definitely talked about machine gun usage. I definitely remember that. So, without further ado, we're going to go ahead and just hop straight into this once more. Let me go ahead and, before I forget, read any email notes that he wrote on this. 1 second. Come on. Okay, so Formerly said, if there was one thing, if we were to focus on one thing I'd like to improve my front play, I have a loss record as 00, some replays as new and high new. We're just going to look at 00 today. I'm still trying to figure out what front suit I like. Maybe you have some suggestions about that. Well, first of all, I can't give you a suggestion without really knowing your taste, so to speak. Obviously, based on the suits I've seen you play, I can make some kind of guess, but yeah, I mean, I can definitely say something if it's like, oh, I want to play a suit that does A, B, or C. I can just be like, oh yeah, this suit. But other than that, can't really help much. Anyways, I suspect there is something important missing for my front play, and that probably is the bravery to stand on the front line and the skill to stay there without constantly getting knocked down. Yeah, that's good. I like that phrase. We'll go ahead and take a look and see if that is true. It sounds a bit lonely without at least some sort of audio. I cut the audio out because, yeah, half the time it's not going to make this able to be put on YouTube. Yeah. So... So yeah, why can it not change? There we go. Okay, that's good enough. It's probably at least a little bit audible. Here we go. You know, let me go ahead and talk about this matchup first. So what do we have here? So we have Formerly playing 00. Okay, so this Zeta is not me actually, even though it's my PSN name. This Zeta is Olgu playing Zeta. So it's Formerly and Olgu playing Zeta versus Last Innovator X1, Yoyolan Togis. Okay. Where's it lag? Whatever. Oh, that's really nice. So in case you guys aren't familiar with the way we do this, usually we just go ahead and take a look at the replay once through without really talking too much, and then we'll probably go back and do a little nitpicking. It's like kind of lagging. Let's see if I can fix that. It's like hard to see. Oh my god! That's nice. That sucks. Ow, that sucks. That sucks. Painful. Man, this quality is pretty whack. It's the same shit I normally do, but whatever. Olga is taking a shower right now. We just ate dinner. Yeah, it's like hella fucking whack. I don't know why this video quality is hella whack right now. It's okay now, but... Ah! It sucks that I missed. Okay. Yeah, I bet if I like quit Skype, it'll be better. I don't know, maybe it's this shit. Or all of these videos. This. I don't know, I'll just like close hella shit. Maybe that will help things. I don't know, but in any case. Can you really raise the priority of the video player? Like, I mean, I guess in fucking... In taskbar, I guess? I'd try that? I don't know. Okay, I don't know if this actually... I swear to God this never helps anything, but... let's go back and talk about things a little bit. The main thing I'm going to talk about here that's the main problem... I'm pretty sure Olgu fucked up pretty bad as well, based on the way things looked, because, you know, Formula had a good amount of health. But I'm pretty sure the main issue on Formula's part here is positioning. It seems smoother now. I already don't like this, by the way. This is a pretty gross position. Like, yeah, I really don't like this. So it's imperative that when we take off after landing here, we don't drive into the corner here, because this is just really gross now. I mean, it's like you cornered yourself, basically, without really doing anything. So, yeah, this is... I don't really like this. Yeah, we moved out, but again, like, this, there's no real reason to engage X1 here and further propel yourself to be in the corner here when, you know, your back player here is trying to move out, trying to push room. It would probably be a lot better to move back to the center and wrap around and take care of Toggies. And we get hit for it. Now this is kind of just a bad mistake, but whatever. Get knocked down for it, but at least we're back in the center. We pop this low time. Here's one thing I don't like is you generally are not partitioning your charge shot A. Now certainly, so for those of you guys who don't know, double is charge shot A. Well, you'll see it soon enough. He's going to use it here now that he's out of ammo. Like, he's going to probably use it here. I think he uses it here on OG, right? Yeah. So this huge fat Garaby, it's really, really, really good for a lot of different reasons. It's extremely active, has amazing muzzle correction. It can make you abruptly fall when you're on angle because it doesn't cause vernier, etc., etc. But one of the things is that while it is true that you don't always want to use CSA, there's pretty much no excuse not to be partitioning it here. Like, I mean, I don't know why you stop holding it. You don't start holding it. I mean, there's no reason not to keep it at least at half when you can. Because, you know, CSA is really good. And, you know, you can second impact with it, I'm pretty sure. Nice. That also, you can Rainbow Step 2B, in case you don't know that. So, generally a pretty useful string to do. 6B, 8B, 2B, they all have different reasons to cancel. You can cancel from any of the melees 5B as well. They have slightly different usages, each of them, based on basically what kind of movement arc before your CSA comes out. But anyways, yeah, so definitely, if anything, on a really specific note, Riser 2B, Rainbow Step, Fua BR. So, I also don't know if Formally knows if you, yeah, so I don't know why you don't, I don't think I see you ever cancel BR into 2B, but like, especially that one, or even this, or sorry, definitely the first BR, like, you can cancel them into 2B. It's really good string, and since you can Rainbow Step cancel 2B, it's like really good. Basically, honestly, if they're not looking at you, you should just be like spamming 2B with BR. It really helps for conserving ammo. It's really fast, and a single hit of 2B is a stun, so it leads to a confirmed combo and knockdown. So 2B is just really amazing. The main problem with 2B is it's kind of slow, so when you use it, it'll feel kind of like playing Unicorn with his B Magnum, in the sense that if somebody's attacking you, it can feel a little bit risky to try and just stand still and throw out your 2B, because he does have some wind up, despite the fact that it was, you know, drastically improved from the last version. In any case, though, I definitely straight cancel BR from 2B's preferred. You know, not really sure if, well, okay, yeah, so definitely, like, it confirmed that. I mean, you didn't, yeah, it was just, yeah, needed to confirm there. And, you know, so this Oki also I don't really agree with. It's not that good. Yeah. Don't know why you're so intent on attacking Last Innovator either. But, I mean, it's pretty much been like a one-on-one. We've pretty much just been ignoring Toggy's like the whole game. Yeah. And we have some good usage of this CSA here, which I like. But sorry, so going back to positioning. Actually, I want to talk about that too. So that's fine. So this is like way too much boost here. Way too much, way too much. You really gotta be careful when using sub. You really gotta be careful when using sub, because sub is really slow and you stand still, you cause vernier. So this whole string is just not good. Like, especially this extra boost here, and you boosted twice, really unnecessary here. Since you saw the Tobia, a boost that would probably be nice, but a boost hop normally would be okay. The Tobia makes it so a boost dash here would be a little bit dangerous, but a boost that would have been great. Full boost dash hop into Fua Step's also okay here. And then, yeah, this definitely, like, you see him land, right? So when you see him land here, your thinking should be, you better hit this guy. You better hit this guy, because if you don't, you're just in for boo-boo. This is just super bad. Yeah. I mean, you could have avoided it by foo-fooing there on a side note, but that's only because Last Innovator, for some bizarre reason, I don't think he was tracking your boost very well, and he didn't go in. I mean, he blocked. Yeah, I don't know. He should have just gotten in harder there, because that shot on you was pretty guaranteed, unless you foo-fooed, in which case, you know, going in would still be okay. Anyways. That's good. So my main problem is, okay, let's look at the main map really closely. Watch Toggy's position here, because he's about to cross into our lines here, and we're about to not really notice. I mean, look at this. Toggy's is like right here, right here. Really need to pay attention to positioning here. I don't know why we're televisioning in so hard in X1, but yeah. Also use W Premiere. Yeah, so I think we get tagged out. Even without the tag out, this should have been like a free pressure at the very least. I mean, the thing, especially against fighting against 2.5k, is like Yo-Yo Lan is here. He's being really he's playing pretty far in front a lot of the time, but we're not really taking advantage of it. Playing against something like 2.5k, 2.5k, you can think of it like 3k, 3k in the sense that the guy who dies second comes back with, you know, very little health. So you can deal the same amount of damage to both of them. You're looking really good. So if the opportunity presents itself to attack Tallgeese, you should try and do that instead of pushing and stretching yourself for this X1 player. Not really paying attention to Yo-Yo Lan at all here. So we haven't activated. It was really unfortunate that we got that. So you just really gotta work on vectors. Vectors. Yeah, we shouldn't be getting hit by this at all. We were actually, this is really good. Like, this is such a good position to be in here. I don't really remember how low Ogu is here, but this is really good. I mean, 255 on your first burst is really solid with a fucking riser up too. Really solid. Not to mention our partner is Zeta, so we want to be trying to use up these, you know, as much as possible, honestly. Oh wait, actually, I take that back. This doesn't refill from riser. This refills, I believe. This does not refill from misses or whatever Zeta's charge out B is called. I forget. Anyways, regardless though, this is just really good position to be in here. If we had like bursted, yeah, even here is honestly an okay burst. I would be okay with this kind of burst. This though is a problem. I don't know why you're being so scared to attack when you have your burst up here. Quantize is like really good. I don't know, just go in here. It's fine. But definitely just never boost towards the camera. It's a pretty bad idea. At the very least, make sure you swerve. Though with the main like Tallgeese main even, that's not necessarily the best case option. Oops, sorry. Anyways, moving forward, so that is quite unfortunate. Puts us in a really bad place to burst now. You can definitely stretch, get the half, and try maybe be godlike and get your third, but from here, if you do enough damage, then maybe you can get a half and a second, or a full and then a half after that, but it's very difficult. It's possible depending on what you full burst, or if you just use it and attack, but yeah. So here, this burst, really premature. Really premature here. Don't really, like, even after the burst you boost backwards. There's no reason to. You can quantize. I mean, yeah, it's just go. Just go. You're double O. It's what you do. Just go. So you had this guy again. You had him, but you dropped it because he ran away for some reason. Yeah, I mean, we still get that, but yeah, we get that. It's really good. So here is a really big problem. Nice. You could have gotten that too. You should have really attacked Tallgeese again here. You might have been able to kill him because he landed. You shot him. Yeah, like, this is good here though. Really good. That's unfortunate. That's pretty good. That's gonna be really good for trying to tie this match. So is that. Okay. So really good here. Like, this is a really good situation to be in. Neither you nor your partner has died yet. I suspect that Ogu is, oh yes, he is, you know, almost dead here. As long as we die first though, we should be okay here. And we've already killed Last Innovator and Tallgeese once. So from here on out, we should just kill Tallgeese. There's just no question about it. Just kill Tallgeese. I mean, you can kill Last Innovator too if you want. Like, you can kill X1 depending on the situation. But if Tallgeese is attackable, you should definitely attack him. Now I'm gonna rewind a bit here. Okay. So. Okay, so here's the problem. Was like, again, you're stuck in the same corner that we saw problems in at the very start of the match. And again, Ogu moves to the right to try and create room to breathe while you sit here and try and 1v1 someone. And as a result, yeah, I mean, like, you don't really achieve much here. This is, like, not good Oki either because we had to come over and help. I mean, there's no real reason to have done what we did. Notice here that Talgis uses an activate, so he also got hit during it. So he probably doesn't have an activate here. So here now, we watched this once before already, so basically the main problem is that we're just televisioning on last innovator for some bizarre reason, even though Yolan's at like 25% or less. No reason. Like, I mean, you have Riser, she just pop it now. Oh, sorry, you're in the right side. Like here, I mean, look at the minimap. Just look at the minimap. Look at the minimap here. Yeah, like literally, you know, Talgis is literally right there. We're probably staring him in the face if we had been able to turn the camera around. And I believe Ogu dies here, and that's the cause of the loss in this match. But it definitely could have been easily prevented if you just ignored X1. There's no reason to. I mean, considering he's pushing so hard to kill Ogu, who's also overcosted, you really need to help him out. You really need to help him defend. You have tons of health too. I mean, yeah, getting knocked down would suck too. But I mean, there's a really good chance of being able to kill Talgis. Yeah, definitely could have just killed Talgis here. Anything else I want to say about this match? This is a pretty straightforward match. Again, basically positioning, you know, minimap, positioning. What else? Minimap positioning, just on some 00 specific usages. I'd like to see more partitioning of Charge Shot A, more proper usage of 2B, for sure. And also just a little bit better judgment calls. You know, a lot of these judgment calls are just a little bit iffy. Going back here. Yeah, movement here, moving towards the left here was a big problem. Yeah, so let's talk about this a little bit. So, are you trying to go for a CSA here? I don't know what you're going for here, but guess you just missed. I mean, I don't know. I don't really think leaping in against X1's a really good idea, period. This could have been a good bait, actually, if you had Fluid back or Fluid side here. Overall, though, it's just, I don't know. No real reason to engage, like, here. It's just iffy, especially when our partners are doing something here. Yeah, it's just... Yeah. Ah, okay, so yeah, I mean, okay, I see. I don't know if you just weren't confirming that, but I mean, you should have gotten a punish here. He fucked up. Last Invader definitely fucked up here. I don't know why he's doing this here. Oh, he just let you land. Yeah. And then he used Tobia to stall. Really poor stalling tactic here, though. If you just timed it properly, like, he can't even Fua from there. He has to Fua step because he doesn't even have any horizontal momentum. You should have gotten this hit. You don't know why you missed it. But just gotta, you know, actually properly look for the landing, not just assume. Assuming is assuming landings in this game is definitely one of the main dividing lines between an intermediate and a more experienced player, really is being able to see the landing and punish it on reaction and not just assume, because assumption is how you get fucked up by random weird movement options and stuff like that. But if you're actually constantly looking at the guy, forces them to be a lot more precise with how they try and trick you out with landings. And it turns what would have been a nice punish into getting hit in Riser. I really don't like this either. I don't know if you expected him to. Oops. I don't know if you expected him to get up earlier to get this to actually be meaty, but as a result, you know, it doesn't really achieve much. Would have liked to just see you get help your partner a little bit more. Didn't really help your partner much. This was pretty much just kind of doing whatever this whole match. I mean, I really like the plays you do near the building. It was really well done overall. No real complaints here about that. But just more about that, like, all the time. Yeah. Also, ammo management is a little bit, you know. I think you're just pressing BR too much. A lot of these BRs are not really going to hit. Let's go back. I mean, you waste kind of a lot of ammo here. And it can't be helped because I'll get that one, yeah. Yeah, that one as well. That one's okay. That one's pretty legit. Yeah, that definitely is. Where's that going? That one's not going anywhere. Not even if it was red lock, it's still not going anywhere. Ah, this one's also not going anywhere. Yeah, this one's okay. Fortunate. I mean, I would have really liked to see more. I would have liked to see not getting hit by that Toggy's main into an aggressive activate. Pretty sure you would have just won the game there, honestly. Like, it is just looked pretty free aside from a couple fuck ups. You know, I mean, definitely at this point. At this point, it's like. Sorry, not at this point, but. Do you get hit by something? Is that. Oh. Yeah. I mean, this is a really good block, by the way. In hindsight. We're only doing 2 replays today, just 2. It was a good block because it put you perfectly at 50. An otherwise awkward block. Probably would have suggested that. Even though it worked out, I would honestly say you should be a little more careful about the block, even if it's to get the meter. Like, blocking farther away so it's a safe beam that won't, like, fuck you up. That one, it worked out, but it's kind of risky. I mean, it's not that risky, but the reason I say it's risky is you might not have noticed, but I mean, because, you know, the problem is it's a little scary because X1 is in the process of looping around you here. It's not actually that far, so, you know, you're able to, you could have blocked this too if you wanted. You boost out of it. Now, that was also a pretty narrow boost, but had you blocked the beam, he probably would have circled around and hit you. Possibly, hard to say. Especially considering our partner is wrapping around the opposite side. That boost was also a little scary. I mean, it worked out, but there are probably a lot easier ways to get that one shield, because it's just one shield, you know. You could have just studded. I mean, definitely, like, Yo-Yo-Lan's firing a lot of, like, random BRs. He probably could have blocked at least one of those. Last Invader, not as much, but definitely, like, a random main from Yo-Yo-Lan could definitely have been blocked a little bit safer. Now, it did work out. It's not a big deal, but I'm on the fence about that one. Like, it worked out, but there was definitely some risk to that, at least putting you in a defensive position. I mean, certainly you are kind of in a defensive position here. You have to run away. You had a CSA, so you had to cancel that out because of Vernier. And, I mean, this is why you got hit here, right? Because you're too scared to get close, even though you really should just burst it here, honestly. I mean, I guess it's because you... I don't really know why you didn't burst here. I guess it's because you wanted to use your riser first, but it's more important to take a look at this health. Because now, I mean, 200-ish is really where you want to burst. Below that, it becomes a lot harder to get your full. or sorry, to get your third activate. But you can get 3 half activates if you burst at exactly the 50% mark the first 2 times. Yeah. So. Where was I? Oh, what is this image? Ah, okay. That looks cool. So at that point, sorry, at this point, I mean, at this point, you're looking really good. Like, honestly, if you just burst here, you probably would have won. Because I'm pretty sure you would have hit him, and, you know, just gotten on Yo-Yo Lan, and, yeah, it's just, it would have been really good. I think at this point, you guys are doing quite well. Especially because if I take a look at, so you know, last innovator is pretty low on health, so he has a burst. I don't think he used it, so he has a burst, but he's gonna get 2 unless he goes for half. But you know, bursting here for him would be kind of scary, especially because you haven't used your burst yet. So there's a good possibility that you could kill him before he uses his burst. Now, he might have bursted when you bursted, but that's honestly okay too, because double O burst is way scarier than X1 burst. And with him being that low, he might not even have the opportunity if you hammer him to throw out all 3 of his extra Tobias. So, you know, he fucked up. So there's a really good possibility you could just kill him, force him to suck the D and take a full, which would suck. You do end up killing. Oh, you don't. Right. You should have killed him. You do end up killing him. Oh, he activates. Okay, so he activates right after his spawn. Gets on. So yeah, this stuff is pretty good. You know, I mean, this is pretty silly, but works out pretty well. I really don't know about that, but I mean, you're out of ammo, right? So really would have just liked to see you turn on, you know, just go in on whatchamacallit. Go in on Toggies here again. That was honestly a pretty okay idea if you have time. Yeah, I just don't know why you're being so greedy here. Yeah. So I think that's really all that needs to be said about this. Really positioning, some more micromanagement, really just better understanding of active awakening timings, burst usage, that kind of thing. Yeah. Okay, so actually today is really short, so which is good because we're gonna go ahead and watch Game of Thrones after this. But the next replay we're gonna take a look at is Raphael Robos. So let's go ahead and read what Raphael Robos says. So Raphael says, "This is my first time sending replays to someone else, so hopefully I did it right." Oh, you did. When I was playing Hagushiki back alongside Tournay and X Divider and Susa. That's not X Divider. Maybe the wrong replay. Or whatever. For the most part, I feel I played well, or at least as well as I can from a skill level. Here's some stuff I noticed. Read it if you care about it. If not, don't read it. It's not like I really know much about the game. I start every game with the first step right. I don't know why. Is this a bad habit? It doesn't really matter because it's a green law. You can do whatever you want. I'd probably boost top forward, but whatever. This is like a totally wrong replay. Okay, well, yeah. So you sent me the wrong replay, so I'm not gonna read what this stuff is. If you want to send in the replay you meant to send in the next time, you can do it. I recorded this, so I glanced a little bit at this replay. So we can talk about this replay. It's not a big deal. It's also Kyakushiki for turn A, so it's not a big deal. So, and he said, to add to this, I think the things I struggle with a lot are knowing exactly how far back to be when playing back, knowing when to CSA and when to use BRs, and making use of buildings. So if you could spend the time talking about these, I'd really like to appreciate it. Okay, cool. So turn A Kyakushiki versus Susa Zuda. Okay, this is pretty interesting. So like, I mean, here's the thing about that Fuwa step to the right and then kind of doing nothing. I mean, just look at the minimap. It should be pretty obvious you're doing it wrong here because, I mean, your partner's already going in hella hard and you're kind of in green lock, so if you get hit here, it's basically your fault. It doesn't work out that way though, so it's not that bad, but I mean, you should really be watching your partner's position here. So we're gonna go ahead and watch this once. We're gonna go ahead and watch this once first, and then we'll talk about things. And why is my recording like... Oh man. Is that really a suicide by Jumbo? Because that was a pretty bad suicide. I think you can camera cancel that. I could be wrong. It's been a while since I used Kyakushiki. But I think you can camera cancel Kyakushiki's AC. Can anyone confirm that for me? Okay, you can. There you go. Look at this fucking lock edge super. I don't know what this is here. Okay. I mean, honestly, the overwhelmingly important, the most significant piece of advice I'd have to give you at this point is just to have better your mechanics are not well practiced yet. Like you do everything really slowly. Like I can tell just by kind of watching the way you cancel that things are just not being performed smoothly. You aren't boost dash canceling your charge shot fast enough. You sit there and you hang in vernier for a while before you cancel a lot of the time. Just a lot of inconsistent motions. So I'll go ahead and point out some really basic ones. I love how loud Mr. Yushi is here. That one's okay. I still think you can boost dash cancel a little faster. Like there also, I mean, you probably could have attacked when he was landing. Also, this kind of thing. When you see an MG like this, you should really be a little bit careful. Hold up. Sorry. I'm back. Okay. Can you hear me? Okay. What was I saying? MGs. So when MGs come out, MGs have, since they're all in a kind of stream, you gotta be careful when you move or when you land and stuff around MGs. So when you see an MG fire, you should try and just be a little careful about your landings, because it's not just about avoiding the tip. The end will lag, as you can see here. So this is a really perfect example where a lot of people will make this mistake of thinking that they're okay from that, but they're not. Yeah, so just doing a extra movement, especially here where you're not in danger. If someone was attacking you, maybe the landing here might be worth taking the hit for instead of something awful, but even though it's staggered you, right? But like overall, it's kind of better to make slightly excessive movements against MGs until you know exactly what's going on, because they'll tend to tag you when you don't expect it. Like, you just gotta have a better understanding of just what an MG can hit you out of. MGs are pretty good. Now you probably could have blocked that actually, but you probably didn't expect it to even hit you. Yeah. You might have been able to block, hard to say. So like here, all I really don't like is, I mean, your pacing is just a little slow too. You're just playing kind of slow. Your partner is like, you held that for a while too, didn't you? Yeah, I mean, like, you don't cancel very quickly. So like, yeah, I mean, you spend a long time hanging there in your CSA recovery before you boost out of it. So there's no reason to. You should just hurry up and boost dash cancel it. You don't need to start doing blocking. I actually discourage the use of blocking when you're a beginner. It's really not something you need to worry about. It's okay. Oh, sorry, so back to this, like... Where is it? Sorry, I think I went too far. Yeah, here. So like, after this, you move forward, you shoot this one CSA, then you move back here, but like, your partner is fucking going in against somebody here, and looks like he got hit as a result, and you're not really anywhere, so you can't really cut that at all. So you kind of let Sousa get a full combo without doing anything. So, you know, it's just... just your pacing is a little off. You're really desync for your partner a lot of time. You know, he goes in, you go out. Like, this is good. Again, though, you just sit there hanging with your CSA for quite a while. I think that this isn't anybody, but that was okay. I like to see 2B usage in close range as well in terms of like Hyakushiki specific thing. 2B is really good. Yeah, that's all I have to say is 2B is really good. So you should learn to use 2B if you can. There's a good confirm on no ammo, by the way. Again, sitting there really long. That's good, but don't interrupt this combo. Yeah, so you interrupted a super combo there. You gotta really confirm. Like, you really gotta confirm. You really gotta confirm when your partner's hitting your target, because you ruined his combo there. You not only are you, I mean, not only did you, well, you just ruined it, because not only did you probably make the combo do less damage, but you yelled him out so his super didn't hit. Even if the super hit, it still would have not been such a good thing to do, but especially because you yelled him out before the super hit, it was like a waste of his super. Luckily you get that, and he's gonna. Oh wow! What? Wow! I'm actually really surprised that Luckage didn't get punished for his whiff super, but thank God he kind of flew quite far away from Sousa. If he had maybe done it at the hill and not gone so far, Sousa probably could have gotten up and mained him and or something like that. But anyways, or CSA'd him. So there's something here I want to talk about too. Yeah, so this long hanging CSA is quite bad. Yeah, like the problem starts a little earlier. Here. Yeah, it's like this overheat is really not so good. Okay, so here, this Fua stab is like really random. It puts you in this bad position, and then you CSA out of it. Like, you should have landed here instead of CSAing, because your partner just died, and maybe you hadn't realized it. But when your partner is low, you really gotta be ready for him to die. Don't just like, you shouldn't be surprised and get caught off guard when your partner dies. You should expect it. You shouldn't be surprised. You should be ready to face this temporary double lock. And as a result, this is just a really bad situation to be in. So again, I don't know why you ran away here either, but like, so you land. So you landed here, and he was like attacking your partner. He's a 1K and you're a 2K, so you should really be attacking here because you're so close, especially here, where he's spending extra boost, and you had just taken off from the ground, so you definitely have a boost advantage over him. Especially with his boost top. I mean, you might be able to, if you had CSA'd him there, you probably could have gotten hit with a CSA. But regardless, there's no reason to run away in that situation. You should have just attacked him because it was his disadvantage, and you were close already, and he was ignoring you. So by the time he would switch back to you, probably after attacking Lock Edge twice, you probably could have even been in his face and just, you know, done almost anything. It's also not so good for people. You die here because of that, so it's a really big problem here because yeah, you just overboost way too much. Yeah, this food step. These food steps, you really gotta cut out. You need to stop these food steps. Like food stepping for... Oh, video's off center, really? Oh, there we go. You're basically food stepping for the sake of food stepping, and it's not really... It's actually doing more harm than good, because you're not dodging anything with the food step, instead you're basically throwing away boost. I mean, it's unfortunate that he, like, techs here right in your face as you're landing, but even without that... I mean, you might have actually been avoided if you had landed, but... Okay, so all this green lock stuff just needs to go as well. I really don't know about this. I really don't know about that. It's pretty random. Really gotta work on not spending your boost. And this is also... I think you know yourself probably that was all pretty janky. I think at this point you should really just focus on your mechanics, because you just need to have better boost management and, you know, move better and manage your weapons better. So for, you know, I'll just let's do a really quick demo of some really basic things to show you the concrete example of what I'm talking about here. One second. Whoopsies, what did I just delete? I just deleted the chat, I'm sorry. I don't know why I did that. I assumed that was that. Well, let me just put this back here. So this is pretty much the end anyways, so I might as well just do a little bit bonus, because it's only been an hour, which is good. Whoops. Oh, whatever, this is fine. Let me do something that won't let me what is okay to be on YouTube. Not that. Oh, these are the... Okay, well... Oh, right, the music is off, so it doesn't matter. Okay. The music's off, so it doesn't matter. So this is what... Oh, fuck. My buttons are not set properly. That's fine. Actually, first, I guess I'll... Okay. So, so one of the things that you're really having problems with is you do this. Like that. But you really want to actually cancel out of it fast like this. Yeah, pretty much right when it comes out you can boost dash cancel it. So just, you know, be aware that you can just practice this, honestly. Just practice boost dash canceling as soon as possible. Because you really have a bad habit of like doing this and then, you know, you move. So you really want to make sure you boost dash cancel as soon as possible. That's all I really have to say about that. Yeah, you can cancel it quite quickly. Let's see. Similarly, like you do that, but yeah, you can cancel it before it comes out even. Yeah, in case you didn't know. I was actually I can't even do it. Oh my god. There we go. It comes out really fast. Like, you can cancel it really fast. Anyways, so instead of sitting there after canceling into like assist, you can really... Oh, sorry. Shit, my bad. That's not it. Yeah, you can really cancel, boost dash cancel that really fast too. So, what else? Yeah, so you can camera cancel your 2AC as such. Let me like build meter or something so I can... Actually, I'll probably get it before I build meter. I think I'm gonna get it back before I can get 50, yeah. Alright, so anyways, so you can also set this really fast. I noticed when you set this remotely, you kind of stay there for a while, but you can really, like, as soon as it stays there, you can boost out of that. Yeah, so just make sure you're just doing things faster, honestly. Same with, I notice you do this and you sit here sometimes too. So make sure you boost dash cancel out of that when you can too. Like, you know, you can do this. Because I notice, you know, sometimes you like do this and you do this and you do things like that. But especially, you know, you can also boost dash cancel that. Oh, whoops. No, do not repeatedly 2B. I'm just trolling. I mean, you can. Honestly, since you're playing bag, a lot of the time optimal combos are not what you end up doing. You can, yeah, I mean, anything into Rainbow Step BR is also really good. What else do I need to talk about on a really specific Yakushi note? For you specifically kind of thing. I think that's really it. I just really, you know, you should not just like randomly Foo Step. Foo Step needs to have meaning. Foo Step is, you know, you should really definitely stop doing this. By the way, that doesn't do anything. I mean, you're still stuck. Like, you want to Foo Step when you're on angle, because one of the main importances about Foo Step. There we go. One of the main importances about Foo Step is that you preserve your on angle. Yeah. So if you're backwards already, like this, oops, this is only good when you don't want to die. God damn it. Like you only want to do an off-angle Fua Step when you're getting hit by something that you have to Fua Step to dodge. God damn it, why am I getting this so much as Yakuza? My shit on turbo? No. Don't they usually not want to die? Yeah, but as we saw, it's if you just randomly Fua Step back like this, it costs. I mean, like you know, it costs a good amount of meter. If you actually look at how much it takes you from the blue to the yellow. It's a good amount, so Fua Step's a lot better when you combine it with an attack while facing forward, because you're able to attack while having defense, so it's not as easy for them to just like spam at you. Also, distance-wise, you know, because you get distance away retreating. Like, you don't really like spam Fua Step with lawsuits. Especially because, you know, Char has a lot of ammo. You know, he has infinite ammo, and he can refill, you know, so you don't really need to, worry so much about Fua Stepping, like, in playing really slow pace. A lot of Char is, when your partner is going in, is just being able to really aggressively be able to go in with him. You have a lot of ammo. I think that's really about it for you. You just gotta sharpen up and tighten up your things a little bit, and then a lot of the other stuff will come through. Also using 2B. Like, 2B's got like, and being able to cancel BR and 2B. There's just a bunch of other things that are good. So like, yeah, I'll just really quickly, we'll just do something random, like, the best time to AC is a little bit more difficult to talk about. Maybe I'll just actually give my partner, like, am I A? Yeah, like that. I mean, not like the computer's gonna know. I'm just gonna, like, talk about pacing. Even though I'm just gonna play with computers, I'm just gonna go through some really autopilot brain dead motions for what, like, you know, we're just gonna watch my computer Hainu go in here, and like he goes in here and just help him. Fuck you. Fuck you. Like, you just watch your partner. When he goes in, you want to make sure you're there to support. I'm not even using charge shot here. Ah, well. Just help your partner out. Just make sure you're there. Basically, just make sure you're there when you need him. Don't go, you know, too far ahead of him. Just follow his line, basically. Get away from me, babies. Just basically, you know. I mean, if it's a one-on-one situation like this, then it's a little different. You know, maybe match this out. Trade, interesting. Why did it not come out? Oh well. Okay then. Go away! Go you asshole! Go away! Alright, now let my partner help me. I mean, they're computers, so it's whatever. Right. Go away! Go away! Stupid master. Go away. Anyways, so, you know, just be there. You don't even need to. I mean, I'm not even using CSA. I'm just, you know, just mindlessly pressing VR. This is important to support with firepower. Just Make your presence known. Fuck you. Oh. Damn it! Anyways. Probably should have actually rainbow stabbed those, but whatever. Not really important. Whoops. Okay, so hopefully that helps out a little bit, but honestly, just play more. Just get used to at least getting at the level where you can, you know, attack, you know, support properly. Not even talking about timing BRs and other things like that. Just, you know, you just need to figure out. Just watch your partner and watch those two players, and just watch when there's interactions happening. And if you really want a super Spark Notes level explanation, watch the back player, and if he moves forward, you move forward. If you just mirror your back player's movement, then you'll be fine. I don't like telling people that because it kind of skips past the actual reasoning behind it. But if you really want to jump start on, you know, if you really want to jump start on figuring out where to be at the right time, watch the opponent's back player, and if the opponent's back player is moving forward, move forward as well. Yeah. Move forward, I say, as in don't stay hella back. It doesn't mean actually move in front of your partner. I mean, you know, if your opponent's doing something stupid, obviously don't mirror them. But basically, if the enemy back player is helping out, it means you definitely need to be helping out, because otherwise it's 2v1, right? This should be obvious, right? Similarly, if your opponent's back player isn't doing shit, you don't necessarily need to do shit anyways. Now, you can move forward and make it a 2v1, but it really depends. There's a reason why when you watch, you know, fucking Wing Zero Hambrabi versus Reborn's Hambrabi versus Wing Zero Zeong, or vice versa. Like, when you watch those kind of matches, a lot of times both back players are just not doing crap. They're just sitting in the back, flying around, ombi cutting, and basically doing absolutely nothing, because neither of them is moving forward. So they're just kind of at a standstill, and they just, you know, you trust your partner. Trust their front player to make a decision. Then, you know, when their front partner moves forward, then they will move forward alongside. You know, one of the important things about playing back that I constantly say, it's probably one of the hardest things for us, many of us as fighting game players and as independent Americans, is the idea of letting your partner as the front player be the boss. A lot of back players don't like that. A lot of back players want to be the boss too, but that's not what playing back's about. If you really want to be the boss and call the shots and you're a back player, you're gonna run into a wall eventually where you're gonna get yourself killed. BZ's like, Hyakushikis, is it good for anti-melee? Say they're chasing you after with the melee, for instance. Yeah, Hyakushiki sub can be used decently as an anti-melee. It's not super wide, it's kind of conal, but it can work. It can work, yeah. Especially with canceling from BR and such and so forth. I mean, honestly, as Hyakushiki, you have 2B, which is really good in the first place. Anyways, I think there was one more thing I want to say before we're done. Moving with your partner, pace. Yeah, that's really it. Just watch how the three players are playing. Yeah. Just watch how they're playing, and you should be thinking. I remember what I was gonna say. If you're having trouble thinking about these kind of things, it just means you need to play more. Because the thing is, if you're new to this game and you're still trying to just think about mechanically how to properly boost dash cancel and charge shot, and you're like staring at your charge mirror, when do I have my charge shot A? When is my ammo up? You know, am I inputting this boost dash right? Blah 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 blah. If you're still new at those things and you have to really think about them a lot, you're not gonna have time or the space in your head to be thinking about things like, am I in the right position? Are people landing? You know, what's my partner doing? When should I activate? Do they have activates up? Should I, what should I do about that? Those kind of things you can't even begin to think about if you're not solid on mechanics. So I'm not even really gonna focus too much on larger strategical concepts if you look like you're still having trouble with mechanics, which it seems like you do. So just focus on mechanics. I would actually say that it would be a decent thing to just practice against the computer more in free battle and just make just grind out consistency with your inputs. Yeah, I mean, you should be able to know in your head, right? Like, I'm gonna unplug my stick for a second, right? I'm pretty sure you can hear that. Yeah. So this is a Zundo, right? Unless you're a unicorn, then it's like. But anyways, and boost hop, right? Full step with a BR, right? MA, right? Like you should be able to know these kind of timings, especially this one. You need to know that. It's like, you need to know that. Those kind of sounds should be really familiar, And, or if you're really fancy, oh god. Oh, melee combos is, yeah. I mean, yeah. Anyways. That's really all there's to say about that. Yeah. Oh, Epion combo? sorry. That's Epion combo. Or from a whip.